Hi, my name is Elle. I'm a complementary health therapist at Sage Holistic Health and Wellness in La Grande, Oregon. And we're sitting in the garden at Sage today. You can hear the cars and the birds in the background. So it's really quite a great day today, even though it's a little bit overcast. I just wanted to come out here today and share with you about a plant here that I have and I really like. It's called pineapple weed. Now, it's called pineapple weed because you can see those little flowers at the top kind of look like pineapples, I guess. And you will see that it has really soft, green, leafy little leaves here. They're really quite delicate. I think they're really quite pretty. Now, this is a medicinal herb. It's actually native to pretty much the whole western half of the United States. I don't know about the eastern half. I haven't seen it, but I also haven't been looking for it. So those of you in the eastern U.S., if you have this plant too, please leave a message in the comments. So this is a great weed to talk about because this has been used for years and years and years as a alternative to chamomile. The people who have used this plant have done everything from use it in teas to picking it just like we did. You see that it's a really small kind of a plant. Up against my hand, it's about that size. You can see. So what they would do is you could roll up clothes with this inside the clothes and put it away in a drawer or a dresser or a trunk, and this would help keep the clothes smelling fresh and clean. The neat thing about this plant is it's really, really similar to the European chamomile, which I have right here. Now, you've probably heard of German chamomile or Roman chamomile. This one is a Roman chamomile. And you can see that the tips of the flowers are very similar to the tips of the pineapple weed. So here we have flowers both where the little white ray flowers have fallen off and scattered. And now you see those little yellow tops. Those will turn to seed and then it will propagate by the wind, which is the same as this little pineapple plant. The other thing that I think is kind of neat is even though this one that's native is really, really short, here, see, we'll put it up against the Roman the Roman chamomile, which is really quite tall. You see that the leaves, the structure of the leaves between the chamomile and the pineapple plant are really similar. It's kind of hard to show with the video resolution here, but what I'd really like to show you is how similar these plants are. One is native to more European regions, this one is native to the US, but the use of these plants is quite similar. So these two plants, you can use them for anything that you need to calm down, so maybe a stomach ache, perhaps you need to rest and you would like to take a nap. This is a great plant for that. It's been used traditionally for colicky babies, for nausea during pregnancy. It's a very soft and gentle herb. With that said, before using any herb, please consult your doctor to make sure that there's no other contraindications that might be there. But I just think it's quite neat that this little weed that grows in the yard, in our case in our parking lot, thanks to all of the rain that we've had recently, there it is. So in identifying this plant, what you're looking for is the size. You're looking at those little tops, and if you can look at how soft the leaves are. Now, this is not to be confused with feverfew, which also grows like a weed where we are. So this is what the feverfew flower looks like, and see how similar that is to the chamomile. What you'll notice is the difference is that chamomile, it's more like a button where this is more flat. And look at the leaves. This one, the leaves are quite different from the chamomile or the pineapple plant. The other thing you want to look for is the smell. So if I bring this up to my nose, it has like a fresh chamomile kind of a scent to it. So if you have this one, the pineapple plant growing in your yard, or perhaps you have chamomile that was windblown and scattered into your yard from perhaps a neighbor. That's pretty lucky. You pick them and dry them the same. You can just pull them up. You see that this one brought quite a few leaves. What I will do is I'll just cut that one right here, hang it upside down, and just wait for it to dry. This is a really dry climate, so it would dry in 1 to 2 days. If it weren't, then all I would have to do is stick it upside down in a paper bag, and I could choose to put some salt in the bottom, Epsom salt, pickling salt. You could use kosher salt. The point is the salt would just draw the water out of the air, and you close the paper bag, and then it is nice and dry. Your herbs are ready to go. The medicinal cup is, if you're going to use tea bags, you would use 4 tea bags to 1 cup of hot water. This would be, if I were going to use it dry, I would just use all of that amount right there. Again, that's about the size of my hand. And that, steep it for a few minutes, 5 minutes maybe. If I were to use it just like this, fresh out of the garden, you can just pour some hot water on it and it'll be ready to go again in just about 5 minutes. So I hope this was interesting and enjoyable, and as we start doing more of these videos, hopefully the video quality will be better. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.